Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 84 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Holt, and his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
57's Mike. Mike 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Off the play fake. Holt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 on a Bears first down. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, it's Stanley, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Stanley. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Holt. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down. Holt. And this will be caught by Mooney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Stanley, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Alert 3.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Holt. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Pick it up.
Minus 57. 57's mine.
Off play action. Holt. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Edwards able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Martin. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Holt. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now it's the backup Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get it. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. A final shot before break. Holt and firing a deep ball for Kmet. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Holt, a throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. He'll decide to keep this once more. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. To throw on 2nd down. Holt. And his throw here's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run on first down. It's Stanley, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yeah, see, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's going to use his legs here. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to you. I'm going back.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. But this was still... After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Bears down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.